Okay, Alice. Moving on.
I've just gone 12 again.
Oh, no. Happy Halloween, YouTube. I'm Rich.
And I'm your gal Al, and we're back again with another spooky edition of the Weekend Escape.
That's right, this is the show where we catch you up on everything that we learned in the last week of PC gaming. For instance, I learned that my dear friend and colleague Ben Barrett had passed away in a studio accident, and a new host was required immediately.
Yep, and I learned that co-hosts are pretty interchangeable. What's your name again?
It's Rich. Rich.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure.
Anyway, what's spooky exactly about this weekend's show?
Well, it might be that our very dear friend Ben Barrett died here on this spot 7 days ago, or it might be that his ghost and spirit inhabits the Murray the Dawn of Wolf's skull, or it might just be because it's Halloween on Tuesday.
Is it? Well,
Yes.
The show must go on.
Yep.
Time for the news, I think.
Yes.
Ah! Ben! Mate, we heard you were dead.
Yeah.
Come, pull up a seat by the hearth.
Rich, what were you doing?
I'm trying to speak his language. Hearthstone, right? He loves Blizzard.
Why is he grinning at us like that?
Are you alright, Alice?
Huh? Oh, yeah, just taking a minute to bow my head in remembrance.
Oh, of course, for our dear departed host, Ben Barrett.
Oh, nah, that was a week ago. This isn't about that. I'm talking about single-player games, which sadly died this week.
Eh? According to whom?
Well, according to former Mass Effect developer F.E.A.R. He says that during his time at EA, the publisher began to push for more multiplayer, because that provides more opportunity for microtransactions.
That would explain the recent reboot of Visceral's Star Wars game, which seemed as if it was going to be a single-player story in the style of Uncharted.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Rockstar have confirmed there'll be no story DLC for GTA 5. So that's it. Single player is done. Pack it up!
Hey, wait, hang on. I have a former Visceral dev here who says that storytelling is as central to game development as it has ever been. And here's another who says, and I quote, "The assertion that single-player linear games are going to disappear is totally absurd. Alice is talking out of her arse."
He said that.
Well, I might have been paraphrasing a little bit, but the point is that even as AAA budgets rise, there are still plenty of people in the games industry who want to make single-player games.
We shouldn't expect microtransactions to go anywhere though. Just this week, analysts in the US have claimed that loot boxes don't actually affect game sales. They're controversial, sure, but they're not stopping anyone from buying Shadow of War or Fortnite. So why would publishers change anything?
Out of the goodness of their hearts?
You're not a businessman, are you, Rich?
Well, to quote Jay-Z, I'm a business man. No, alright, I'm not. But look, multiplayer and microtransactions aren't a quick fix for the game industry's money problems either. Just look at Battleborn, which officially gave up the ghost earlier this week.
Start on a death, end on a death. That's how we like to do it on the Weekend Escape.
Ah!
Whoa!
Oh, Ben, mate, you nearly scared the life out of me. Which is appropriate, actually, because we're just about to count down the best jump scares in PC gaming history. Want to help out?
Very funny.
It's no surprise that Ken Levine is now working on Hollywood screenplays, since BioShock's best moments are highly scripted bits of direction. Take this intricate jump scare. As you step into a waterlogged morgue in Rapture, you see a splicer's silhouette play against the back wall, and then the lights go out. Your vision comes back just in time to see one of the body drawers close by itself, as if pulled from the inside. You can see where this is going, and the tension only makes the inevitable scare even more effective, especially since the splicer jumps out from a drawer on the other side. You don't have to be mad to work at the Twilight Fields funeral home, but it helps. And by helps, I mean helps you get shot.
Jump scares and subtlety aren't normally ideas that go hand in hand, but F.E.A.R's most memorable jolt of, well, fear, manages to pair the two. It's a sequence that begins with that old favourite, Event. But this homage to The Exorcist is over in an instant. The real kicker comes when you climb down to the ladder below. As you place your foot on the first rung, you turn to find armour standing directly above you. It's hard to say why these quiet jumps stick in the mind even now, but I think it has something to do with the fact that F.E.A.R attacked us during downtime, the kind of transitional segments that games usually leave uninterrupted. That's scarier than a scream any day.
Monolith struck twice in 2005, first with F.E.A.R and then with Condemned: Criminal Origins. In this Silence of the Lambs influenced detective game, you witnessed a cutscene in which a dismembered man hid himself in a high school locker. Only problem is, you don't know which. And if you ever went to school, you'll know that there tend to be a lot of lockers there. When you eventually find the right one, it's almost a relief to see that horribly mutilated body. At least until you're zooming in to take a photograph for evidence and the grabs you.
I'm going to be honest with you. When I first played Outlast, I didn't see any reason to actually go in Mount Massive Asylum if it wasn't going to let me. Oh, the door's locked? Fine, I'm just going to go home. But obviously you don't go home. You climb up the scaffolding and start exploring rooms. But there's one room in particular that really sets you up for the rest of the game. Now, where was it? Ah, yes. Here it is. That lovely dead body just falling from above and swinging at you in the doorframe. If that wasn't bad enough, inside this room awaits someone to welcome you. A lovely, friendly SWAT officer. That must have been his car out the front. Oh, he's impaled. Can we go home yet?
Everyone knows that Five Nights at Freddy's is renowned for its animatronic jump scares, but there's one animatronic that is just so very special. Golden Freddy, or Yellow Freddy as he's known in the first game, is a secret, different coloured version of Freddy Fazbear, the main antagonist of the game, and the lead singer in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Band. He appears only after a certain sequence of events, and if you're unlucky enough to trigger these events, you'll hear a child giggling, he'll appear in the office, even if the doors are shut, and your game will crash. Nice.
We all know about Slender Man, that big old tall guy with the nice suit, with no face, who is probably also responsible for a lot of missing persons reports. Yeah. Would you like to meet him? In Slender the Arrival, you play as a girl called Lauren looking for her friend Kate, who's gone missing after seeing the Slender Man. You start off at Kate's house, where you explore to try and find her. There are drawings and notes all over her walls. You hear a piercing scream and head towards the forest to find the famous 8 pages. And this is where the real sightings begin. If your camera starts to stutter and you see static, you better run. Slendy's on the way. And now it's time for the part of the show where we go through what's on sale on Steam this week.
One of my favourite games is on sale this week, Alice. I bet you didn't even know I liked this game, did you?
What is it, Rich?
Get ready to be surprised. It's Total War Warhammer, and it's on sale until the 30th of October with 50% off, which is amazing. It's an incredibly addictive turn-based strategy game with colossal real-time battles, all set in a world of legendary heroes, giant monsters, flying creatures, and storms of magical power.
You like... Wait, you like Total Warhammer? Really? You kept that one quiet, didn't you? Not like our late Ben Barrett, who never shut up about Blizzard. Hey, is that Tracer on your shirt? Is that Ben's?
Let's move on. What's next on sale, Alice?
I'm really struggling to move on. Okay, Rich, I'm finding it really hard.
I meant, move on to the next game in the sale.
Of course, silly me. Next up is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, which is on sale until 31st of October with 20% off.
Yeah, Shovel Knight looks great. It's got that sort of 8-bit retro-y aesthetic, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one. This is the full and complete edition of the game, which is a sweeping classic adventure with wonderful gameplay and memorable characters. It includes 3 additional campaigns too.
That does look stunning. The final one on the list this week is one that also has a quaint aesthetic.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Costume Quest. And it's on sale until 1st of November with 90% off.
Costume Quest is so lovely. It's perfect timing too, as you play as trick-or-treaters and it's set during Halloween.
Yeah, there's a brilliant humour and nice story as well. You can collect costumes, unsurprisingly, complete quests, again, unsurprisingly, and this all helps you transform into powerful champions to take down the evil Repugians. The game also includes the Grubbins on Ice DLC, which is all Christmassy.
Yeah, we included that in our Best Christmas Games This feature last year. It's so cute.
You know what else is cute, Alice?
It's not patch notes, is it?
No, it's kittens, but patch notes is up next.
Brilliant.
Okay, Alice, it's time for Too Long Didn't Read. This is the part of the show where we try and make patch notes more exciting.
Yeah, I know. I've been doing this show longer than you have. This kind of mansplaining is exactly why I killed Ben.
Wait, you murdered Ben?
Anyway, patch notes! Yay! I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tell us everything that's happening in Rainbow Six Siege's mid-season update.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Eel is getting nerfed, Blitz is now better at blitzing, Capcan's Trip Mine has had some kind of change done to it, Jaeger has a new elite skin, better network latency, better hit validation.
And you're done.
That's alright.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Pretty good.
Your turn, Alice. Fortnite's Halloween update, if you please, and no cheating like you usually do, alright? I don't think you can get away with that.
You're living under a new regime now.
Okay, count me in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool.
What might you be doing? I can't see. I'm blind.
Pumpkin-headed zombies, pumpkin ammunition, 2 new character skins, 1 weapon skin, leaderboards, battle royale, seasonal levels, a healing potion for sleep juice.
You started badly and suddenly got really good. I wonder how you pulled that off.
Surprise! I am shocked by that. I didn't even cheat. Now it's time for the part of the show where we go through your comments, which is usually titled Ben's fan mail, but this week it's Rich's fan mail.
Really?
Yeah, it turns out people really liked your Destiny 2 review. In fact, MonkeyJazz75 said, "This review is so well done and hosted, I made a weird face when I scrolled down and saw you didn't have more subs. This is excellently done."
Thank you, MonkeyJazz75. That's very flattering.
In fact, we hit 50,000 subs this week.
Woo! Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. All right, you lot. All right, back to work. Rich, you haven't heard half of the flattery yet. This comment comes from Jean Lorenzo Benini. "This dude is way too handsome to be a video game person."
Well, what's a video game person supposed to look like?
Well, maybe you should turn down the smolder a bit. In fact, Aid Simo says, "This guy reminds me of Pierce Brosnan."
It's a one-off.
It's literally not. Look. Pierce Brosnan's son is quite a good games journalist.
Alright, fine, yes, I admit it. I am in fact the son of famous Bond actor Pierce Brosnan. I was conceived on the set of Die Another Day. He actually told me that I was the only good thing to ever come out of that shoot.
You are not Pierce Brosnan's son.
No, it's true, I am. There's a family photo of us on the wall of the studio. It's been there for weeks.
Huh, I never noticed that before. I guess it's legit.
Ah! Dad? What are you doing here?
Oh! It's Ben! Well, I think that went rather smoothly, don't you?
Yeah, I reckon so. Although, my neck has been hurting a bit for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of pain?
Like a stabbing pain, I think that's how I'd describe it.
Oh, that's weird. Me too. Well, have a good Halloween, everyone. And remember, if you did like this episode, make sure you like and subscribe.
Bye, everyone.
Weekend Escape.
More, faster.
We like to do it on the Weekend Escape.
Bah!
Do it at the Weekend Escape.
Bah!
That's how we like to do it on the Weekend Escape.
Bah! We could do that again, couldn't we?